I forget it. It's been so long.
I think Mike's got it.
He's got something. It's definitely not a song. It's AIDS.
I don't have AIDS. I'm negative.
Hi, I'm
Jay.
And I'm Mike.
And today we're doing Halo 4.
Halo 4.
Is it the best Halo we've ever played?
I'll talk about that later.
Okay, I'm going to say it is.
Cortana is back as well, but she's having some issues, so Master Chief has to try and finish his mission and get her back to Earth so that she can be fixed, because the AI is breaking down and she needs help. The voice of her is the same voice as Zoe in Left 4 Dead, I guess.
Because in the Halo universe, apparently AI, after 7 or 8 years, gets exponentially smarter and smarter to the point where it thinks itself to death.
And I like that.
That's a very cool idea.
That's evolution,
and
baby.
This story is wrapped around that idea.
Yeah. This one is the first in a trilogy that they're making. It's the first in the Reclaimer series.
That's right. 343 actually did it. They promised and they delivered. We were worried. But after playing this, oh my god. They did an amazing job. So somehow they made it like the Bungie Halo, but they gave it a new face. It's like darker.
Yeah, it has more
adult
mystery.
My complaint was always, it's too childish.
Yeah.
It's too childish.
And they
it's
make
always,
the aliens speak their own language.
It's always a goddamn
English,
cartoon.
and not going, ay, he's after us.
Finally, somebody gets it into the hands and realizes it needs to be an adult franchise, because all the 10-year-olds who grew up on it are now 20-year-old.
They added a human touch to Master Chief, which I think we always wanted, and it's always a little hint there. But they really fleshed it out, just like a fleshlight.
There's a lot of exploration in this game. It really feels like you're finding out so many more new things. Go to this planet, the Requiem, and you just learn so much about the forerunners and about.
It starts 4 years later, by the way.
Yeah.
In the ship that you were frozen in the Halo 3.
Master Chief finally has the ability to run at any time in the game.
Free will. It's not just like a little loadout or like an armor package. You push down the left joystick and you run and sprint at any time.
Now, they got rid of some of the old cool things like that.
Shield lock?
Yeah, you like the shield lock where he goes...
New armor abilities, equipment, or the slot armors are all new. There's Promethean vision, which gives you like heat sensor vision. You can see through walls and plants
basically
and stuff.
It's Predator.
You can spawn sentry guns now, these little turrets that float in the air and kind of like your little...
You know what I thought was funny about that? When you actually spawn it, Master Chief goes... Ah!
Some of them are back. I mean, there's the jetpack. There's also this cool jetpack that helps you with the hunters, where you can just go full force and then kind of hug them and go around them and kill them in the back. Also, you can go invisible again. So that's back. And also there's the shield. Instead of like a bubble shield now, you actually put up a shield. Like
and it's
hologram.
horrible. I'll be honest, it's horrible.
I used to anyways, when the armor was like, my armor was depleted, and I had to retreat, and then I just walked backwards with the shield up.
I know, it's just not as good as the bubble.
Now the enemy weapons they look really fucking cool and they sound amazing, and all the sounds in Halo 4 have been changed, with the exception of the sniper scope zoom. I'm pretty sure that's the exact same sound.
I'm giving it a point less now.
Thank you. But the enemy weapons, I love them, but they don't like fill in any gaps
fill you out
from like the human weapons. Like there's an
basically
alien
what
shotgun.
he's saying is they're all human weapons just with reskins. Why do I think this is the best Halo? Because of the different scenery that you see in this game.
It's beautiful. You get onto that planet and you're looking around just going, this is so gorgeous.
It is the best looking Xbox 360 game I've seen.
Mammoth is basically a giant warthog. I think it's 4 stories tall. Yeah. And it's just this one mission, but it's so cool to play this mission. It's not something we've even seen before. Places you've always wanted to see in Halo. The lighting in this is incredible.
My only qualm though, the vehicles, they always feel so light.
And she does it again, folks. I'm pretty sure she has a penis.
It smells like the inside of a 7-year-old trash compactor.
So there's these new mechs finally in Halo. We all knew this was going to happen. So I thought they're cool in the campaign. I felt they're kind of cheap in the multiplayer. Not only do you fight the Covenant enemies like the Elite, the Grunts, you fight the Prometheans, which are like these weird, like half cyborg bugs.
They're just basically digital bugs.
And they're more maneuverable. They climb on walls and they explode when you shoot them. And
they have skull faces, which is awesome.
God! The biggest enemy in this fucking game is the Watcher. The Watcher is the little helicopter RC thing. It not only does it heal the Prometheans, it resurrects them, and it catches grenades when you throw them. My gift to you is, if you never played Halo 4, kill those guys first if you see them, because you're not going to kill anyone until those guys go down.
I think that was obvious.
Well, clearly that's obvious. What I don't like is the objectives were repetitive. Cortana's like, go to this room, hit these 3 buttons, next mission. go over here, disable these 3 things. Go over here, hit these 3 buttons. And that was just, I felt like a bit of a chore. But because the story is so interesting, you want to know what happens next in the next cutscene, it pushes you to grind through that. I wish they changed up even more so. Yes, you get to fly in a plane, fly in a pelican. There's a jet plane that's not a pelican later on. Yes, there's the Ghost is back, and you can go on the Warthog. It's not that vehicle driven, this Halo. A lot of indoor stuff, and you're like hitting a lot of buttons. It's still fun to play. It's an amazing game, amazing campaign, but I thought the objectives, like why don't they go like Master Chief? You need to heal someone. Go heal someone.
There's Spartan Ops, which is a different way. They basically replaced Firefight from
That's right.
Reach.
That's right.
And there's 5 new objectives in it.
Give you a Reach round.
The first episode is released, and they say every week or so they're going to be releasing a new episode with like 5 chapters. No, I don't think they're lying, but I don't know if they said a week or like 2 weeks.
I'm pretty sure it's for 8 weeks.
That's super fun with your friends if you want to do like a co-op mission with them. You can gain experience points as you play Spartan Ops. Take the loadout that you've created in multiplayer and then use it in Spartan Ops as well.
What do you think of the kill cam?
I mean, people are going to scream Call of Duty, and yes, it is. But it's cool. I like to see the way I got killed. Maybe I'll learn from my mistake.
For multiplayer, they're calling it Infinity, and you can design your own special customized Spartan. And then there are 4 modes sort of within that. There's War Games, there's also the Spartan Ops, which we've already talked about. There's Theater, and then there's Forge.
And in those loadouts, too, you can really customize them more so than ever before in Halo game. And they also have these tactical packages and these support upgrades. You can like basically pick your armor abilities, what your primary weapon is, your secondary, grenades, all that jazz. It's actually kind of fun to strategically decide like what type of loadouts you want to create. And as you play more multiplayer, more Spartan Ops, you unlock all these weapons, and you unlock all these armor and stuff, and these armor abilities. All the basically classic multiplayer modes are back from the Halo. Like, I guess they left some behind. Headhunter's gone. The new ones that I liked was Regicide, Flood, and Dominion. Regicide, you have like a bounty, a target that you have to kill. Tells you exactly how many points you're gonna get if you kill this dude. But you get crowned when you kill your target. While this is happening, someone's always after you. Flood is interesting. There's a bunch of like these monsters with like spikes on them, and they're super fast and they can jump really high. And you're just all there, Spartans on a team, real players. You know, they start coming at you wave after wave. And then if one touches you and kills you, it basically keeps going until you're the last man standing. Dominion I thought was cool. You have to like capture zones, A, B, and C. But when you capture like A or B, you take over all the turrets and the shields that are in that zone. Forge is amazing. If you thought Forge was cool in Halo Reach, they refined it here.
It's even better.
The magnets are so cool. Like you don't.
Thank God for the magnets.
And you can turn them on or off. Much easier to like put 2 walls exactly like that end to end. You end up making neater levels. It's not sloppy anymore, right?
It's easier to do. It's more user friendly.
And the Forge levels that they give us on the disc that you can play with are just, some of them are huge and some of them look beautiful. They're like on a moon and they look really nice.
So romantic. Cool. Mike, what do you give Halo
pretty.
for?
Give it a 9.5 out of 10. Is it the best Halo? I think that's still debatable for me. I think the multiplayer is so strong here. I thought the story was so awesome and they had this whole new element to Halo. Only the little thing was the little repetitive objectives there in the campaign.
I would give it a 9. I liked it a little less than you. The same things that you have. I definitely liked the story and it looked amazing. Getting to know Master Chief a little better was cool. Also, the weight of the Warthog bothered me. I don't use it that much, but it sucked.
Well, I think a lot of people like it.
I give it a 9.5. Best Halo game ever made, is these guys did what they said they were going to do. There's nothing really I can say bad about the game, except I could just nitpick all these little things. The music is definitely not even close to as good as it was in Halo Reach or even Halo 3.
There's a nice little homage to the original soundtrack.
I think they really set the bar with this game for the trilogy that's going to be happening.
This was like the appetizer, it felt like. An amazing appetizer, but they've got something so amazing up their sleeve for the next one.
Yeah.
That they held off on here for the next generation, that it's going to blow our minds.
Made me a little bit angry just because it's like, it's stopping now, it's stopping now.
I think these guys are going to do something ridiculous with Halo 5, especially the online. Like, this is just something is going to...
Will we see a Meg-like multiplayer with 128 players?
Oh my god, Spartans running around each side with, like, full-on
Warthogs,
weapons.
Finger-banging, sluts.
Finger-banging, sluts, good guys, hot girls.
Cortana.
Larp.
Larp.
A green jelly bean.